And now, from beyond our dimension, this is the JeffMara podcast. Here's Jeff.
My guests are the Trinity Oracles, YouTube's most accurate celebrity psychics. They are three sisters, Erika, Candace, and Jasmine, who have been working with angels, spirit guides, and the deceased since birth. Ladies, thank you for joining me today and welcome.
Thank you. We're excited.
Well, how did you all become psychics in the first place?
Through our DNA. Yes, on our mom's side, she's really psychic. All the women are psychic, so we're just born that way.
Do you feel like it was passed down, like some sort of technique to see the future?
No, I don't think. No, it's probably just in the DNA. Like, I guess.
Yeah, there's different ways of being psychic, and I guess, we kind of have all of it.
We all do.
It's just like the essence just goes down the bloodline. I guess that's how you describe it.
But we weren't taught by any of the women, not like that.
Yeah,
There was no teaching or anything.
because no one talks about it. It's just like they just predict things, and we're like, "You're a psychic." But no one calls it that. It just is.
Yeah.
Now, do you each specialize in something different?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I do animal readings, and I also just read oracle cards. But I do I'm clairaudient. I can hear things, and I see visions too on my cards. And I do intuitive, I guess, sketch readings. So I can just scribble, and things just come to me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by animal readings?
Oh, I do pet readings. I can do like someone will bring their dog, and I'll just do a reading and tell them what's going on with their dog or how their dog really feels about them.
Really? So you're like a dog whisperer.
Yeah, pet whisperer. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. What is the craziest thing you've ever whispered?
No, recently we were actually on another podcast, and the woman's dog came through because her dog was like behind her, and her dog was like, tell her, he had like a New York accent, I don't like that bed. I want a new bed. And she goes, laugh. She goes, we just got him a new bed. And you know what? He rips the thing up. He doesn't like it.
Wow.
And then he showed his body. He has like horrible body pain, like inflammation. And I said, he kept saying, I want memory foam. And I was like, that's what he wants. And she goes, you know what's funny? He always gets in our bed, and it's a memory foam bed, and he loves it.
And they didn't tell you anything about the dog before it was coming through?
He just kept walking around the background. I was just like, this is what your dog has to say to you.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Candace?
I do dream interpretations, and I'm more on the empathic side, so clairsentience.
And Jasmine, what about you?
Yeah, so I have like 5 clairs. So I'm claircognizant, clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant, and there's another one, I can't remember the name, clairolfactory, so I can taste things. So I could sometimes I'll do mediumship, and I'm like, oh, I taste cigarette smoke. And they're like, yeah, my grandfather was a smoker, so I'll smell things. So I have all 5 clairs. And then I do mediumship. I do angel card readings, oracle card readings. I do spiritual life coaching, but I also do energy work. Then I dabble a little bit in numerology too.
Now, did y'all get together to decide or to try to interpret what will be happening in 2024, or does it just come to you in random times?
Me and Jack, we did some channeling
Yeah.
last year. So I have my little list.
But we did it separately.
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
it separate.
I had some stuff come through when I made my breakfast this morning. I was like, okay. Making my oatmeal, I was like, okay.
Yeah, I do mediumship too. I forgot to say that. I do a little bit of it, but
Yeah, I was just sitting at the computer and I was like, all right, guys, I'm ready. I had my cards there. And then I was like, all right. And then my spirit guides were talking, pulling cards, and just went from there.
Well, I want to let everybody know that for 2023, they predicted the January 6th insurrection. God bless you.
thank you.
Queen Elizabeth's passing, Prince Andrew being stripped of his royal titles, and more. So that's amazing. Well, I guess we should jump right to it. What have y'all seen for 2024?
Ooh,
Okay.
it's juicy. Who wants to get started? Who wants to go first?
I'll
got a lot,
just
I
read a
think.
couple. I'll just read a couple. So what's a scary new trend that's going to occur is people thinking it's going to be cool to be in psychosis. And they said people are going to start posting it on social media.
Whoa.
Like, oh, I'm going to take this psych drug or whatever, and let's see my psychosis trip. And they're going to be posting, it's going to be a dangerous trend, unfortunately.
That's
a lot of the young people
crazy.
are going to think it's cool.
So they
Wow.
want to make themselves crazy and psychotic and then film themselves.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
That's crazy being crazy.
I know. I know. That's what I said. And Spirit's like, it's gonna take off, but it's not. Good thing is, they said it's not gonna last super long because people are gonna be like, you're messing your brain up. Like that's not good. So they actually will straighten up. And I also they said polar bears actually they're not gonna go extinct, but this year they're gonna talk about polar bears almost basically going extinct because of global warming.
Makes sense.
Yeah. They also said that regular street drugs that are illegal, like cocaine and meth, doctors and researchers are going to be saying basically it's okay to do those. And they're going to try to, they're going to see how they can make street drugs can be used for health reasons, but in super low concentrated doses. So, for example, if you're like, oh, I always have a stuffy nose, the doctor will be like, here's some cocaine. It's a low dose. Take the cocaine. You'll be okay.
Wow. Well, they're doing that with heroin, actually. They're testing it out in
Really?
colleges.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
there's some like, I think, yeah, it's a professor. He's like a top
Yes.
professor. He's actually says that heroin helps him learn faster and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So,
Yeah. And if you have low self-esteem, take some cocaine. It'll give you higher self-esteem.
wow.
Stuff like that.
So they're probably going to be legalizing all this stuff?
Yeah, they said by prescription, like super low concentrated doses. But they keep saying it's going to go into research this year, but they're going to start putting out like, like trial studies, like this such and such took it. And now they have friends because they were, an introvert. Now they're super confident. They take cocaine every now and then, like stuff like that.
Well, I guess the product's already there. They can just figure out how to make money off it.
Exactly. Exactly. You can
Yeah.
do something.
All right, let me roll into mine. All right, here we go. All right, so we got the Western Hemisphere of the world, national disaster of biblical proportions this year.
Wow.
So yeah, it's gonna be epic. So you
Now-
guys in the Western Hemisphere.
Now,
watch
when
out.
you say Western Hemisphere, I mean, does that include Europe or is that just the Americas?
It's more of the other so the Western Hemisphere is like more like Europe that they were showing me, not over here with the Americas, more like Europe and stuff like that.
So like what, flooding or snowstorms or?
They did not show me specifically. They just kept saying national disaster of biblical proportions, but they did not show me specifically what it was. And I was like, "Is this a tsunami?" And they were like, "No." Mm-mm. So I don't know. We're gonna see what pops up. It's gonna be crazy. They also brought up Australia. They said Australia, watch out, wild weather this year and for many years beyond this year. Native Australians will wonder what is going on with this wacky weather this year. It's not what everyone thinks. They will blame it on climate change, but actually it's something else going on. But they said us as a collective will not be able to figure out what is triggering this, but they're going to assume and based on past data and stuff that this is from climate change.
Global
But
warming.
Well, I remember in Australia a couple years ago, they had all those fires. Did you all predict that?
yes, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we saw the animals, like the pandas and the animals burning.
the koalas.
Not the pandas,
Koalas.
Lord have mercy.
Koalas.
At a moment.
Like kangaroos and stuff. I remember that.
Yes. Mhm. They also said security gets a little tighter in the world due to threats from a foreign country. Major security concerns for America for many years to come due to this foreigner's threats. A war will not happen and the foreigner will fall through on their threats, so don't worry. But this person will kind of like fall off and then they're going to kind of come back up and start making threats again. Okay. I saw a vision definitely coming from like the Asian and Middle Eastern countries of where this foreigner will be coming from that's making the threats. There'll be a big African nation that will be getting out of debt finally, thus setting the stage for many abundant things to come for this nation. This nation is at or near the center of Africa. And my spirit guides kept saying the heart, in reference to this nation. And then for America, get your financial ducks in a row, America. More debt to last a decade. So unfortunately,
joy.
America ain't paying them credit bills.
America in general is in debt.
Yes, exactly. So it's going to be even more this year.
What do you got, Candace?
Oh man, Erika was talking about trends. Spirit kept saying there's going to be a trend with parents putting on social media of them dropping their kids off in places to build character. Like our son has had behavioral problems, so we dropped him off in the woods, and we came back a month later, and he was fine.
Wow.
It's gonna be like extreme parenting gonna be put on the map just because the parents like it's gonna build their character, but really it's like you just literally dropped your child off in this predicament and you're expecting them to act better.
Oh wow.
I got this card, and it said that countries like Asian countries, they show the men migrating because the women are not going to be wanting to get married and have kids, like building that community sense. So the men are like, okay, we're gonna go elsewhere. They said a lot of lonely men, a lot of birth records declining in Asian countries.
It already
But
is.
they said it's going to be even worse in 2024
wow.
because
Yeah.
of the way women are being treated, and women are actually going to put a stop to it. They're like, women are like not going to take it in 2024. Like, we're not going to be treated like this. The government treats us badly.
Hmm.
So that's why they want to have kids.
So they don't want to have kids, and they said the men are going to be
Oh.
leaving because they're like, we can't find women here. We might as well go elsewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've heard that Japan already has a really low birth rate, but maybe
Yeah,
other
it's gonna
countries
be-
will
it's gonna be
follow
even
suit.
worse.
Yeah.
And the men are like, well, we want to,
We
you
want
know,
kids,
have
we
a,
want
like
family.
legacy, you know, the whole legacy thing. We got to go where, you know, there's the women who actually would want to have, you know, kids and stuff like that, because our society is failing because we don't have the numbers
Show no
of the
children.
people.
Wow.
I want to see if y'all will be willing to step out on a ledge here. And who do you think's going to win the presidential election?
Joe Biden by a landslide. I had that in my papers.
Sleepy
too.
Joe.
Sleepy Joe, is that what you said?
And speaking of Joe Biden, he's actually going to suffer while he's out on the campaign trail.
Mhm.
Another embarrassing blunder this year. And his spirit guide said, Joe Biden, you're getting too old. You simply need to rest. And it wasn't like a dig at him. It's just, he's just getting too old for this and just tired. And that's why he suffers this embarrassment of like falling or slipping off of stage, stuff like that.
So you
Yeah,
do think that he will actually, you know, he will make it and win, then he's not going to drop. He won't
By a
drop. He won't
landslide.
drop out.
No, he will not drop
Literally
out.
drop.
Do you see any further? Will he last another 4 years physically?
He actually will, but there is a sickness. Not too far after he, you know, gets put back into office,
Yeah.
there could be sickness coming. So Kamala Harris, and yes, Kamala Harris will be there because a lot of people are wondering if Kamala Harris will, you know, not be his vice president for the next one, but she is going to be there. She's going to have to step up for a certain period of time, and then Joe Biden comes back better than ever and finishes up his remaining, you know, 3.5 years, however much time it is that he's down.
I think we put that on our celebrity and world predictions blog.
No, it's not there.
Not on there.
We were going to put it out after he got elected, but you guys got the exclusive.
Oh, all right. Where's your blog at if people want to check it out?
It's on our website, trinityoracles.com, and it's like a ton of celebrity and world predictions
Mhm.
on there.
Do you think that Trump will be allowed to run? Have you seen that? Because he's on, you know, it's always in the news about his legal trouble. So have you seen he'll actually be running for president?
I never looked into that. I think
He's not going to be able, he's not going to be allowed to run.
He won't. It'll have to be
No.
someone else.
Exactly.
I don't know who else gonna run.
Exactly. Oh, there's plenty of people. They have Nikki Haley. They
I
have,
don't know.
forgot, yeah, there's a bunch of people still running.
What about the royal family? Do you have any predictions for them?
I didn't get any. I did not get.
I do. Do you have any for the roles, Candace, before I get started?
I didn't get any for them.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a pretty quiet year for Meghan Markle. Although she will make quite a stir later in this year. Hold on, let me see. It goes to her store. Okay, here we go. Meghan Markle's going to be behind the scenes, possible movie role or in the discussions of a movie role this year. I
Wow.
also see Meghan Markle behind a news desk. So she could possibly be having a little news segment or possibly producing like a news segment. So look out for that. I do see Kate Middleton and what's his name? Prince William? Yeah,
Yes.
Prince William.
I think so.
They are coming to America this year. It will not be for a long trip though. And then I also see Princess, I think it's Princess Eugenie. She'll be announcing a pregnancy this year.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's great.
Yeah.
I talked to quite a few people about UFOs. Do you see aliens in the future for 2024?
no major sightings for 2024. There are going to be some, but just no major ones on a large scale. It'll be like our typical sightings that, we usually have, but nothing on a large scale.
I don't know if it's gonna be 2024, but I have always seen this. I've seen this for the past 2 years that they said that like in a major sports game, a UFO is going to like drop or be hovering at like a sports game, like a football game or soccer game. People are gonna be like, whoa.
Finally.
So people can't deny it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Finally. I keep telling my guests, when is a ship going to land in Walmart parking lots? So we can see it. So we can all see it.
Exactly.
Well, they suppose there was a 10-foot alien in Florida Mall, but they said that was fake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been following that too. And some guy that reported on it, as far as I know, said that he made it all up and he wasn't even there. So I kind of lost interest.
Wow.
But I don't know.
They said it really was some kids fighting, supposedly, and that's how everyone ran out of the mall.
Right. That was like the official story, I thought.
Yep.
All right. What other juicy stuff do y'all have?
I got that Mexico, unfortunately, will get slammed with astronomical flooding.
Wow.
And they say it's going to be heart-wrenching. It's really going to pull on people's heartstrings because there's going to be so much flooding. Like, they said it's going to be horrible.
Wow.
From hurricanes?
They said astronomical flooding. So they didn't say specifically. They just said astronomical flooding.
Wow.
So it could be from a hurricane or who knows. At this point, all this global warming.
Yeah. That makes sense.
They said that malaria will be in the front this year, and that the malaria is actually going to have some new discovery. There's actually going to be some positive things that scientists and biologists can tweak malaria and actually use it for positive things for humans.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, they said they might use. They just said they're going to use it to manipulate genes and genomes. That's what they said. Yeah.
Huh.
Now, y'all are celebrity psychics. So what have you seen about any of the celebrities?
Oh, we got a lot of stuff.
Okay. They said, okay, Bob Saget from Full House, right? Full House.
Yeah.
They said Bob Saget is not resting in peace. They said that his case is going to be brought up again and he's going to be making headlines again. And they said like his spirit is just like trying to get his fans and his family to reopen his case because he's not happy.
Wow.
He died of like, I don't know, it may have seemed suspicious. It was like a head injury or something.
Yes. But I think they said it was multiple blows to the head. And they're like, how do you fall one time and then you have all these blows to your head? Like that makes no sense.
Exactly.
And they said Cher will continue to shock the public. They said that she either might be talking about a possible engagement or getting married to her much younger boyfriend.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but they said like Cher might just be teasing people just for like attention. She thinks it's funny, but they said she'll just be shocking the public this year.
Wow.
They said the Cat, Cat Williams, right?
Yeah. I like
They
his
said
stuff.
Cat Williams is not done. They said he will continue to unload and make people's mouths drop for the rest of the year.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, they just said get ready for this. People just gonna be sitting there like with their mouths dropped the rest of the year.
Funny enough, you mentioned that. I watched a little bit of that interview he did. I guess you call it Club Shay Shay. Is that what it's called? I watched some of that, yeah, he was unloading.
Yes. Yes. And you know what, kind of bouncing off your Cat Williams thing, I just heard actually his spirit guide said that someone else is going to be writing a book. I think it's an industry executive who is going to write a book substantiating Cat Williams' claims. So giving him even more merit. And people are going to believe him even more.
Yeah.
Cat Williams, he has
text messages to back
he
everything
said
up.
he said everything he said is fact, that he has proof that everything he's saying really does happen. He said that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
I got that Miss Oprah will continue to be attacked, but they said it will come from other celebs, some fans, and also past guests. Some past guests are going to claim that she's kind of like a Jerry Springer, like she was too harsh on them, or that she misled the audience about their story. So she kind of twisted it to make you perceive them a certain way.
Oh, wow.
She's going to be under attack for that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Exactly.
I have one. They said there could be a mogul death, a death of a mogul in 2024, or they said either a death or this person could go missing, but they're not actually missing. They're just trying to get attention on them.
Oh wow.
So it's like
a fake death.
a fake death,
Wow.
or it could be a fake, like I'm gonna call it kidnapping, but they're going missing. Like, where's this person at?
Oh.
And the person's on an island. They're just hanging out, and they're like, they wanted the attention because of what they've done is so bad.
Wow.
They just want people to feel sorry for them instead of coming down on them.
Oh.
Would this be a music or a movie mogul?
They didn't say. They just said a mogul. So someone who they keep showing them have their hands in all these pots. So they're known for this. They've done this. They've
An
done that.
entrepreneur kind of.
Yeah, they've done a little bit of everything.
Huh.
And I keep saying Diddy, but it could be somebody on Diddy's level.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
P. Diddy? Is that who you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I got Hillary Clinton and Barbara Bush are being featured together in some form of like a major news article. I also get Barbara Bush, and I heard death will be around her and her loved ones this year. Hillary Clinton will also be writing a book this year. It's going to fly off the shelves. So she's making a lot of money. A lot of money. Let's see here. Joe Biden's family will be growing by 2. There is a pregnancy announcement coming. Nicki Minaj. I got 2 predictions about Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj will be a victim of a lawsuit this year, but also I got Nicki Minaj will also be releasing, so you guys who are Nicki Minaj fans, she's going to be releasing new music and re-releasing and remixing some of her old music, such as Anaconda, Starships, and some of her other stuff. Joey Fatone from NSYNC will be known as a matchmaker. You'll see why and with who.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh. Megan Thee Stallion and Madonna are coming together for a star-studded event. It will sell out and create a lot of buzz and fanfare for both celebrities. I also see Madonna writing like a new pop hit that's just gonna like take off the charts. She's gonna be like, oh my gosh, like I didn't expect this was gonna do so well. But there is something coming for Madonna, although she's gonna be, riding high off of this wonderful hit and all these new fans popping up in her life, plus old fans, kind of coming back around. Madonna's also, there's like a little sickness for her. So she may not be hospitalized, but I do see her, having to withdraw a little bit. So she's gonna show up and all of a sudden you see her withdraw. But they say she's simply tired. She's simply tired and wants to keep going, but her body and her age combined is just like, you don't got it like that anymore. you need to rest. You need to rest, So I don't think it's going to be announced publicly, but if her fans are wondering, where did she go? Like, what the heck? You wrote this hit, you were with everybody, and all of a sudden you disappeared. They're like, she's resting. She's tired. And she has to finally admit it to herself, like, I cannot keep up. I can't keep up like how I used to.
I think she's in her 60s.
Oh, wow.
Which is nothing. I mean, nothing, age ain't about a number, but
yeah. Well, Cher still got it. Cher.
Oh, I know.
I got the Prince. Well, Prince said I'm coming back in 2024. Either somebody that's like him or his music could bring more popular. Like Elvis, his music just doesn't die.
Yeah.
That his essence is coming back. So
Wow.
his popularity is coming back, and he's like, it should be. He's like, I should have never left. I said,
I think the comedian Martin Lawrence is going to be making headlines this year. People really don't hear about him much, but he's going to be making headlines. They didn't say for what exactly. Prince Harry's going to create a new charity or talking about creating a new charity, and it seems like it's about animal welfare or protecting animals. And they keep showing it's like highlighted around like Africa.
Nice.
And then South American countries, which is really good. They said that rappers are going to be on edge over their actions and words. They said that politics is going to enter into the hip hop world. So when they show this, it's almost as if like there's not going to be freedom of speech in hip hop. So if they're talking about violence and guns and it's okay to do this to a woman or shoot somebody for no reason, the government's gonna be like, you cannot say that. You're promoting violence. So there's gonna be not a war, but just that's gonna happen in the future. They keep saying politics is gonna enter the hip hop world and it's not gonna be good. They said there's a Mark Twain biopic coming. They didn't say who's gonna play this person. I mean, Mark Twain. And they also said celebrity men celebrity men's secret children will be coming out of the woodworks. So all these celebrity men who had kids and they don't claim them or they're never in the spotlight, they're going to be like, this is my father, and here's the proof. This is the DNA test taken 30 years ago.
Wow.
And they're going to be all over social media. This is my dad. And they said some of these kids that are going to come out, or some of their dads are actually not even alive anymore, but they have the paperwork.
Wow.
And this is the child support my mom's been receiving for 18 years. Here's the proof.
And let me ask you something. When you say they said, what do you mean by that? Like your spirit guides are telling you that, or the spirit guides from these people?
It's my spirit guides, they tell me that.
When you hear that, are you hearing that being clairaudient, or do you get kind of like a download or something?
I hear that being clairaudient, but it's my intention. Like I intended, I said, my spirit guide, I need predictions for 2024. I'm going to be in a podcast. And I just sat there and I just wrote everything down. I don't even think. It's just automatic writing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what else you got, Erika?
That was my last one for celebrities.
I have another one for celebrities. Last one.
Mhm.
This is the Kardashians are going to take a stab at TV production. Could be a network, but they said it's not going to last long. Like, oh, this is the Kardashian channel or beauty, whatever the Kardashians do. They said it's not going to be as successful as they would hope.
Yeah.
You know,
It's just they said it's a quick money grab. A whole bunch of people go and download the app or the channel, and then they're like, okay, this is boring.
I heard that Kim bought a house in Dubai. So I was wondering if there's any prediction that she'll be marrying some kind of prince or something from the Middle East.
Ooh. Huh. What do you guys want to check?
Oh, I don't have my cards with me.
That's a no. she
a no?
wishes, but no. But she wishes she could marry royalty and stay at the top, but that's not for her.
She's billionaire.
I pulled out my cards just in case.
Just in case.
You know the question.
I do remember Jasmine did predict that Kim Kardashian is going to start showing up at soccer games. And now all of a sudden she's at soccer games all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they said that the reason why I remember you said your spirit guide said that the reason why she's going to be at soccer games is because soccer is losing views. So when she shows up, people just want to see her, so the viewership goes up.
Exactly.
Oh.
And obviously she's getting paid to be there, and then her sons harken to soccer. So money.
Exactly.
When you said soccer games, I initially thought it was going to be like at her kids' soccer games, not like at the MLS.
Yeah. She's already been showing, because I think I predicted it like maybe a year prior. I was like, I keep seeing Kim Kardashian showing up at soccer games to bring, money and fans, and then boom, she showed up. Hey, I'm at a Major League Soccer games, and now she shows up. I don't know if it's like
her son does play soccer. She said he's obsessed with soccer, but she is showing up at the games too.
Exactly.
What about Taylor Swift? Is she going to marry this football player?
No.
You mean their fake relationship?
She's doing the same thing that Taylor Swift is doing, showing up at the games, trying to create hype behind football.
Exactly.
We did that prediction. We did a reading on Taylor Swift and Kelsey. The whole thing is a PR stunt, fake relationship.
Yeah, by the NFL, because the NFL is losing viewers.
Really?
So yeah, they said that people just aren't into football like that anymore. The next generation, they're not into it like that. So that's why they're like, all right, let's bring Taylor Swift and bring what's his name, Travis Kelsey together. And actually, when we said it would increase viewership, a prediction just came out a month ago where they're like, numbers are astronomical for the NFL with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey.
They said viewership went up 53%. Knew that now that Taylor Swift is at the football games, because people just want to see her.
Exactly.
That's interesting. It makes a lot of sense, though, because I think all the kids now are into esports and video games.
Yeah, it's weird.
Exactly. Yeah. And everything's on streaming, and you can just look at your phone and watch. They say YouTube is causing the disaster for the NFL, because there's so much more content you can look at besides looking at a football game that's going to last 2, 3, possibly 4 hours.
You can watch when you want to on your own time.
Do you think that most of Taylor Swift's audience are females?
The majority are.
I
So
think so.
maybe all these women now are watching the NFL?
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Because they just want to see her on the globe, what do you call it? The
Jumbotron.
Jumbotron, just to like catch a glimpse of her. So
Mhm.
Exactly.
I think her new musical movie has made more money than any other movie like that.
Yep.
Well, that's
Exactly.
Yeah, she did
amazing.
extremely well.
Super amazing.
Yeah, they said hers made $100 million in pre-sale tickets before we were even released. So she did it really well.
Wow.
Great manager. For real, great manager.
Exactly. Yeah. And it kind of rolling into kind of keeping up with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey. They're not breaking up they're not breaking up anytime soon. But there is going to be an end to the relationship. And then Taylor Swift is going to end up, being with someone else in the industry. It's not going to continue into sports.
That will happen in 2024?
No, no, no.
Oh.
This is they're not, because people wonder, are they going to break up this year? People on the eggshells like, when is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey going to break up? And they're like, nope, they're going to keep it going through 2024 and probably into like 2025 possibly, and then that's when she moves on and then she meets someone else. But like I said, she's going to be done with her sports kind of contract showing up for games. Yeah, but they have someone else queued up. A popular Latina, it could be Becky G or another Latina musician. They're going to cue her next into the NFL to bring more Latin viewers to the NFL. So be on the lookout for that. And this is also a PR. This is also PR. Like,
contract.
She's not interested in football. She's just like, give me my check. I'll smile and clap and whoop, I'll show up. So it's going to increase viewership with this popular Latina. I don't think she's an actress. I think it's more of a musician because I kept seeing Becky G over and over and over.
Or someone like her.
Exactly. Or yes, someone like her, but she is young, just like Taylor Swift, and
Popular.
and very popular.
That's amazing. I had no idea that all this was going on.
We did a video on it, so you can check out our YouTube channel.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, while we're at it, what is your YouTube channel called?
It's Trinity Oracles.
Yes.
We have a ton of videos.
Are y'all on Facebook as well?
We are, but we don't really use it. Our focus is more on like the blog on our website at trinityoracles.com, and then also our YouTube channel. That's where our main focus is.
Well, if people wanted to reach out to you and ask you questions or, ask you about predictions, are y'all up for that? And if so, how do they contact you?
They can just put it in the comments of, our most recent video, or they can email us at trinityoracles@yahoo.com, or they can go to our website and go to the contact us form. Yeah. And just kind of put in, hey, I want this, this video request made on this particular celebrity or politician or my state even.
How often are y'all posting videos?
What do we do, like 3 videos a week?
Yeah, we try to do 2 to 3 a week. We are coming out with the BTS fans. They love.
Who've been begging us.
Who've been begging us for over a year. We did a BTS video. We don't know anything about the boys. We were accurate video on them, and I think it like 50,000 people watched it, something like that.
And they
were
were
dead
the most
on.
accurate. They're like, you guys don't know nothing about them, but you guys are the most accurate BTS video we've ever seen. So we got 7 videos.
We did a video on each member just for you guys, so they're gonna be rolling out. So subscribe and know when they're gonna come out.
Is that all y'all do on your YouTube channel is predictions, or y'all doing other stuff too?
We just do like hot topic. Yeah, we do predictions. That's it.
Now on our Patreon. Oh, go ahead.
We do have an Oracle Card Readers Academy though, where you can learn how to read cards just like us. We give you all our secrets and tips. And people taking the course are like, I finally heard my spirit guide. Can we teach you how to connect with your spirit guide?
Yeah.
So we open up your senses, we open up your third eye chakra, and we heighten your clair that you were born with.
Exactly.
What's your strongest?
Yeah.
Everybody has visions. Some people are more feelers. Some people are they're here.
Because some people are like, oh, I want to see visions. Like, that's so Raven. And they're trying like hard. But it's like, that's not your gift. Maybe your gift is hearing. So we're going to heighten your hearing. And then later on, you can learn how to, see things. So
Exactly.
And it's a very quick course. Most people finish it within 2 weeks, and some people start their own business and they're reading oracle cards accurately just off our course.
Exactly.
Is everybody born with a gift, but most people don't realize it?
Everybody is.
And so can you give us any tips on how to discover what it is?
Oh, good.
Oh, that's a great question. I would say, I think Jasmine always says it pretty good. Jasmine said everyone's born with intuition, but you said everyone. What did you say? You said everyone's born with intuition, but not everyone's psychic or something.
Yeah,
you
so
said something
like this. Yeah, everybody's born with some type of intuition, whether it's a gut feeling, whether it's thoughts, like random thoughts, But I like to say not everyone's psychic because there tends to be psychic blocks. Now, when you release psychic blocks, then you can open up to being psychic. So getting more detailed about things, like how we can specifically pick up on details. So that's what I say. But
that's in our course too. How to release. We have a meditation how to release psychic blocks.
Yeah, one of the tips that I give a lot of people is actually using white light. So what happens is when you use white light, like you visualize white light, if you're not a visual person, just say it, surrounding myself with white light. When you use white light, imagine your like antenna, because everybody literally has an antenna. It's like a radio transmitter. So when you use that white light, it's like, okay, you're on this radio station. You're on the wrong radio station. That's spirit guides operate on specific frequencies. They're on a specific radio station. So when you use white light, you're able to tune to your spirit guides radio station, but also you're able to tune into your radio station, being able to pick up on your inner guidance and then also your spirit guides guidance. Does it take practice? Yeah, it does take practice. But white light is one of the tips that I like to give people, especially beginners.
Yeah, it neutralizes you.
Exactly.
What's the difference between oracle cards and tarot cards?
Oracle cards are more, I think oracle cards have less than tarot, and then oracle cards are more positive.
Yes.
Tarot, you have to like study how to read tarot cards. Oracle cards, you really don't have to. You can like glance through the book, but tarot cards have a lot of like symbolism and stuff like that. Like I don't.
It's like the feelings.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And tarot is more like Two of Cups means this.
Yeah, like it's more literal. Like this is exactly what it means. Versus oracle cards is more positive
and open to interpretation.
Yeah.
Tarot cards also are more focused on like healing and working with the subconscious mind, the ego, whereas oracle, like, hey, look, this message is coming through, and like I said, it's just more open. It's not as literal. So that's why we like to use oracle cards, because for us, we feel like you can receive more messages than just straight, like Candace said. Two of Cups specifically means this, and
it might not mean that for you.
It might not. And then you keep getting the wrong messages because you're so focused on the book says Two of Cups means this, and it's like,
because I don't know how people read like that. I find it so interesting. I'm like, how did you do like that? That does not mean that, but
yeah.
Are y'all able to help people get in contact with their spirit guides?
Yes, that's in our course. We have how to meet your spirit guides meditation.
Exactly.
And some people said they finally heard their spirit guides, like they've heard names, they've heard their spirit guide talk to them. Some people said they got like a feeling of like love come over them. And they said some people say their spirit guides now communicate with them through visions. They hear, and some people say they just have like a feeling.
Exactly.
Once I woke up in the middle of the night, I was just kind of barely awake, and I heard like clear as day, "Hey, Jeff." And it freaked me out. I mean, it was like as if someone was in the room with me, and I got up and I was looking around, and I looked at my wife, she's asleep, and I was like, okay, did I hear something, or am I going crazy? Is that what it's like to be clairaudient?
Yeah, that's happened to me multiple times. I'm never late because whoever this woman, it's a British woman who talks to me all the time. And I'll get up and turn the alarm clock off and then lay back down for 5 minutes, was really like an hour. And she'll go, "Get up, Erika, you're going to be late. Get up, get up." And that's happened to me like for years. It's some British woman.
You don't know who she is?
It's my spirit guide. Yeah, her name's Marie, but she's funny.
You don't talk about it like you don't know.
I always say thank you and then get up and do what I gotta do.
Some more credit, girl.
Well, do you think you were British in a past life?
No, she's British. She's my British spirit guide.
Yeah, but I'm just curious how the distance between U.S. and Britain, like how did you get connected with her? Maybe you were British in a past life.
Friends in a past life. She's like, "Erika, you're gonna be late."
We might have made a soul contract, like, "Hey, when I come down to reincarnate on Earth, you give me my spirit guide."
Do you think it's possible that when that did happen to me that one time, that it freaked me out enough where I shut it down?
Oh, yeah, that happens all the time.
How do you turn it back on?
you have to get your psychic blocks removed. And sometimes some people, they need like a healing session. Like Jasmine does healing session. She does a soul release, and then you do a
Recharge
angel
stage.
recharge session, and you can open yourself back up. And then our course also, we have a meditation. I think it's like 8 minutes, how to
Release psychic blocks.
release psychic blocks. And then some people just can verbally say like, I am open now to hearing my spirit guides. Like, I'm not afraid anymore. And then they're like, okay, you're ready now. And it starts happening.
It's fascinating that you say that, because I had a guest that's a PhD psychologist that's studying being psychic. And from what I remember, he said it's real. And if you don't believe in it, just the fact if you don't believe in it, then you won't be.
That's not true.
No,
That's not true.
Because there's plenty of people who are atheists or don't believe in it, and then they have experiences, and they're like, never in a million years did I think,
It's true.
That's what happened.
Because
Spirit likes to work to make you conscious that they're there. So
Mhm.
whether you believe it or not, they're like, we're going to keep trying, and we're going to keep trying, and we're going to keep trying. We're going to guide you to those angel numbers, and you're going to, oh, no, I'm not seeing angel numbers. And they're like, oh, we're going to show it to you again and again and again until it's like trying to crack you open until you start believing.
yeah, and they work with you. You always have it through your intuition, that gut feeling.
No matter what.
Yeah, you can have a gut feeling. Like I have a friend that they don't believe in anything, and I told him to do some random because he lost something, and I said, "Hey, do this prayer to this saint." I can't remember what saint it was. So he did it, and he goes, "I had a weird dream. I woke up at night, and this saint came in my room and said, 'What you lost is right there.'" And then he got up and went to go look for it, and he was like, "It wasn't there," but he goes, "It was too real." And he goes, I felt the person's presence. It was like saintly, heavenly presence. He goes, I will never do it again because it freaked him out. And he don't believe in anything.
Mm-hmm.
What about psychic blocks? Are we putting them up, or is someone else doing that to us?
So I would say sometimes you could have I say yes and no. Sometimes like there's a past life where it's like, okay, this happened to you. So in this lifetime, you were not going to have access to a certain gift or a certain ability. And then in this lifetime too, some people get scared. Like how you said, you got scared of hearing the voice. So you're like, I don't want to hear that again. So it gets shut down. Or I don't want to see that. I saw, I don't know, a demon or something. I don't want to see that anymore.
I think it's a combination of both, to be quite honest. Like you can shut yourself down, like you said, like out of fear. Maybe you were a child and you saw ghosts and you got scared and you're like, I don't want to see it anymore. So you don't see ghosts and spirits anymore. You could have been, you were probably a natural born medium. But at the same time, all this technology and frequencies that they put out psychic blocks.
Exactly.
Because they make these kids not even like, they don't even know the sky's blue anymore. They're always like this. They don't have their intuition anymore. And what do? Instead of using their brain or their intuition, I'm going to go on Google. I'm going to go on YouTube because I'm not going to use my body and my brain to do anything. So it's a combination of both, I think.
So how do you remove them?
Through meditation.
Meditation?
I hate to use the word reprogramming because that can be a little taboo, depending on which side of the pendulum you're on.
And who you go to. And some people reprogram you and open you up too much and freak you out. They have no clue what they're doing.
Yeah, so it would be a combination of like psychic protection, reprogramming.
What you basically do.
Exactly.
That's what she does through her healing services.
Exactly, and like clearing up psychic blockages.
What do y'all think about Ouija boards?
I used to have one.
I made one time a couple years ago. I was like, let me try get a shot glass and a piece of paper.
Well, Ouija boards are the same thing as oracle cards or tarot cards. It's just
intention.
It's what do you call it? The divination device. It's the same thing. The only thing is the wrong thing that people always do, even when people are doing ancestor work, I always tell people everything's about your intention. If you sit there at a Ouija board and go, whatever spirits are around, I want them to come to me. You can pick up good spirits, bad spirits, demonic spirits. If you say the same thing to your ancestors, oh, my ancestors, please come to me and help me get money. You might have an ancestor that's a psychopath that might attach to you.
Exactly.
I always tell them, I only want to channel and work with high vibration ancestors and high vibration spirits. That's what you're going to get.
Exactly.
That makes
but if you're a
sense.
low vibration person, yeah. So I always tell people it's not your intention.
Exactly.
It's just up to you, because some people think Ouija boards are dangerous.
They're not.
They're not. They're not. It's the same as like using tarot cards.
It's the same thing. It's just a divination device.
Yeah.
All right. Are we leaving any predictions out?
Yes, we are.
Well, let me ask you this. Will y'all be willing to come back next year and if you save those lists and we can see what came true and what didn't?
Yeah.
Sure,
You got
why
it?
I
not?
think it would be cool to do a
I'm gonna have to
follow
write
up.
it down.
Well, you got. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have
Sometimes people will message us on Instagram or in the comments and go, "You said that was right," and we're like, "We don't even remember that we said that." But
Yeah.
thank you for letting us know, because sometimes it's just a lot that comes up.
We wrote ours down.
You got everything right in the BTS reading. We're like, we don't even remember doing a BTS reading. But thank you.
That's
It's
great.
true.
Well, we have the video as evidence.
Exactly.
We'll go back and we're like, oh, we did say that. Oh, okay.
Exactly. Did you want to know some couple more predictions you said?
Well, I'm just saying, do you have anything else left written down that you didn't cover?
I have a couple more. I got there's going to be a hot new spiritual guru from Africa that will take over and become like, no, they're not saying like worldwide popular, but extremely popular. This person is going to be known as the African Martin Luther King.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's funny, Martin Luther King just said he doesn't have my essence. It's just people. No, he just said that. He's like, he doesn't have my essence. It's not Martin Luther King. They just said people are just gonna correlate them together for some reason. They said it's also gonna be a new inventions for people who are crippled or in wheelchairs.
Nice.
And it's gonna be received warmly, and it's gonna make their lives much easier. And they said this year, they said this is the year of I want and I will take. There's a lot of ruthless energy this year, and everyone's going to be purging their emotions, giving their honest opinions and truths, and people are going to feel like people are going to be ruthless, but it's just the year of being like honest.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Cat Williams, it's not a coincidence that this year he decided to unload.
Mm-hmm.
It's the year of karma. It's the universal year 8. So 2 + 0 + 2 + 4 actually equals 8.
Right.
So yeah, it's all about ruthlessness, money, power, but also respect, dharma, all these different things. So a lot of people it's going to be, excuse my French, a karmic shit show.
Wow.
Be ready.
Everybody has to go through karma. No one can
Escape it.
No one can escape it. No one can escape it. Unless you work with like a healer like me who can actually release like your karmic contracts for 2024. So you can actually shift that energy and release and balance your karma that you have, your universal karma that you have. So it's kind of like you can kind of ease that up.
Yeah, they said it's an emotional purging year. And they said people who never spoke up before are going to be speaking their truth. So you might have some people calling you up from years ago and be like, hey, remember you told me this or you did this to me, and they're going to go off on you.
Uh-oh.
But they said it would need to be released.
Exactly. So everybody's getting served. Everybody's getting served. I'm sorry. Here we go. All right. Some good news. Home prices this year are hitting record highs in the USA. Canada will be following. So you guys in the Canadian market, watch the housing market in the United States. Yours will follow the trend. Maybe not as closely, but it will be also going up. Speaking of Canada, Canada's economy is on a steep incline. Yay! It is because of Justin Trudeau. I'm sorry, you guys who are not Justin Trudeau fans, but it is because of him. His spirit guide said it, and my spirit guide said it as confirmation. Native Canadians will be so delighted. There is a meteor strike, asteroids, or sometimes space debris from space in the US. I heard Altadena, so I'm not sure if it's going to be Altadena, California, Altadena somewhere else in the United States, or something that sounds similar to Altadena. The locals will be scared and puzzled. They're like, just fell from the sky. What is this? Here's something about Mother Earth. Something will have astronomers baffled about Mother Earth. Things will be speeding up for her, and scientists will be puzzled. Keyword geothermal is the culprit, but scientists and astronomers will not be able to figure it out for many years to come. It will astound astronomers. The world's calendars or clocks may have to change a little bit due to this. This may or may not happen in 2024, but I want to go ahead and throw that out there because they might even insinuate something with the Earth this year, like speeding up or something with the clocks.
Something, Bob.
But this is going to come out. So it may come out in 2024, or like I said, just a little something may come out and then they divulge it maybe in 2025, 2026, something of that nature. All right. Native Texans, as you guys know, we are always hitting it the nail on the head with Texas. We predicted a 5.4 earthquake the day before it happened.
The snow in Texas.
And we put the actual number 5.4 earthquake
on our blog.
Really?
And then boom, Next day, it happened. Erika predicted snow in Texas. What was that? 2 years ago when it snowed really bad.
It
And
was like,
our subscribers who actually they know we're good at, like, especially Erika with weather predictions.
They were prepared.
They were prepared, and they wrote us back. They said, we listened to you. We had blankets, we had water. So it didn't really, like, we were prepared. We weren't shocked, out of the blue. So we got another one for you, Texas. Bad hurricane in Texas. That will be the source of major flooding. Many will be displaced, but Texas will pull through. Please do take the hurricane warning seriously. If they tell you to evacuate or take certain precautions, please take them. Here's your early warning. This hurricane will be one of the worst storm systems Texas has had and will have had for many years to come. There will be so many unfortunate victims.
Jeff, get ready.
luckily, I don't live on the beach.
Perfect. There's a major earthquake in Indonesia. Many will die. Tsunami, and they did not give me the specific country, but a tsunami will precede an earthquake in a foreign country. Spirit said the country will need lots of help. Please donate. They will require a lot of foreign aid for many years to come. The country was not given to me by Spirit, but it is an island nation. So possibly could be like Fiji, maybe the Bahamas, but it is an island nation. There is a religious and or political official in a foreign country will be the victim of an attack. He will be very startled, but he's gonna survive. I saw a vision of a major volcano and heard Hawaii. There will be volcanic earthquakes there soon. The people there better take precautions from the local government. So please do not turn a blind eye or just, oh, it's not gonna be that bad. Please, if they tell you evacuate, please just go, pack your stuff and leave. Donald Trump will never, ever be elected president ever again, although he wants to, but it's just not gonna happen.
I was getting stuff about Hawaii too, their weather. It's, they have their weather, but they said in 2024, there could be another fire. Not as bad as, was it Maui? But something like it. But it will be controlled.
Jumping into the Kardashians. Kim Kardashian is getting involved with someone else in the industry. I also see Kim Kardashian getting more involved in sports, not just soccer. Expect to start seeing her at different sporting events such as baseball, football, but she is getting paid big money. Expect to not only see Kim, but also other Kardashian and Jenner sisters showing up at other major sporting events, such as basketball, football, etc., for many years to come. So I'm sorry, sports fans, if you're tired of seeing the Kardashians pop up at your events, they are getting paid, so they are going to come. They bring in big money for sports and their venues. One of the Jenners will make it known she loves tennis. She really actually does, but also the tennis association is like, hey, look, we need you. Like, we need money. So she's gonna make it known. Sports viewership is going down collectively. Not a lot though. Like they show like a blip like this small, like just so tiny, but it's enough that they need help from celebrities. They're like, ooh, let's catch it before it goes any further. Kendall Jenner will make a shift from the Kardashians. She's not leaving the Kardashian Jenner empire, but she is going to split off and make her own brand. It will be super successful. Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny official breakup. There's going to be no longer confusion on if they are together or not. They're not destined to last very long anyway. Kylie Jenner and Timothy Chalamet, they're breaking up this year. It looks like sometime between spring and autumn this year. A well-known older actress will suffer a stroke this year. It looked like Meryl Streep.
I was gonna say that.
In my vision, but I may have the wrong name. But there is, and it's going to be a debilitating stroke, unfortunately. China's economy is headed for a downswing, and it will take a little bit of a stumble. It happens all of a sudden. There is a European connection to it. Everybody keep your eyes on the news. Also, keep your eye on Zendaya, the actress this year. She is gearing up for a big award season. Her next few roles will make her win big. She'll score a loss or have like a role that's like a dud that doesn't really do anything for her first, and then she just bounces right back. She will be shocked. She has a really good team behind her. She will not believe that this happened to her. She will be in a state of shock for a while. And there's some big nominations coming for her. So Zendaya is going to be really happy. Like really, really happy.
Mm.
So you have the YouTube channel, you have the website. Do you have anything else that you'd like people to know about?
Yes, we actually have a Patreon channel where we do like exclusive channelings like about Jesus, about UFOs. We also do like monthly energy work and meditations, but we mostly do like the videos we can't put on public on YouTube. That is for our Patreon. So we talk about all that taboo and conspiracy things that are going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And that Patreon is also known as Trinity Oracles.
All right.
Yeah, everything's on our YouTube channel, just the description box.
Well, before we finish up, whether it's a prediction or not, can you leave us with one last positive message?
You know
That's
what?
great.
Oh
That's a
God.
great one. For 2024 or just in general?
Yeah, either way.
Huh.
You know, the world is not as messed up as everybody thinks it is. There is a lot of great,
Positivity.
wonderful, positive people, and watch less of the news. Of course, watch the news, but watch less and be more present and aware of your surroundings, because there's some really good things that are going to be coming up for humanity in the next couple of like years. So many advancements. There's even an autism cure coming in the next probably 10 to about 17 years. And this is going to be a miracle drug. It's going to be a miracle drug. And so many of you who have autism or or know those who have autism, they show
There is hope.
their brains waking up. It's like a light switch comes on, and they literally are like, "This is life. This is what I've been missing out on life. Oh my gosh!" So definitely look forward to a wonderful autism cure. Don't be afraid to use it.
Stay off social media. Use it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, like, like when people are addicted to social media, go outside, get in nature more, join a meetup group, meet some cool people.
It's true.
There's a lot of nice people out there.
It's true. And this is the year many of you will be stepping in your power, gaining respect, making more money, and finally getting that like balance and admiration that you've been looking for. So definitely take advantage of the wonderful energy that the 8 is bringing this year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for being my guest. I really appreciate you, and I wish you massive success in whatever you're doing.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much. Thank you.
Thanks for watching the JeffMara podcast. I really appreciate you. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. And if you do, there are loyalty badges and other perks depending on your level of membership. All you need to do is click the join button underneath the video to find out more. Thank you for your support.